What's up, people? Welcome back to another episode clip of Pree Da Podcast. And just a reminder, these are only shortened clips. And if you want to listen to the full episode, make sure you click the first link in the description below. Or alternatively, you can type in Pree Da Podcast on all of your audio listening platforms. And if you want to watch what goes on behind the scenes, make sure you follow our Instagram at Pree Da Podcast. And without further ado, I'll catch you guys on the other side.
If you do stand-up, right, and you only do 5 gigs for the whole year, that's terrible.
Know your fucking place, trash.
You are now listening to Pree Da Podcast with your host, Majaro.
What's up, people? Welcome back to another episode of Pree Da Podcast. And you know what I'm going to say, Mike? Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Because we're trying to build a community here. And by sharing us your friends and family, that goes a long way in helping us do that. And without further ado, let's get into it. Welcome, everyone, to Pree Da Podcast. And today, I'm with another special guest, a comedian. You lot might have seen him on my stories a couple of times. It's Mike Hart. How you doing, bro? How you
Good, man.
How you been?
Man's good out here, you know. Still, it's nice. It's nice.
I'm not gonna lie. The reason that, literally, the way I found you out was I was just scrolling on Instagram and then I saw a clip of yours, a suggested post or something like that. And then there's obviously you on stage doing your own comedy bit. I was like, yo, this guy's actually funny. Let me just hit him up and see what I've got. Obviously, you kept on speaking here and there.
Yeah.
And then you said you were doing a show. And you said, yeah, I'd love to come on your podcast. You know, just come to my show. I was like, yo, that's an easy deal. I was like, yo, that's sweet. I get to go out in London again. You know, people see me in London.
Yeah, you love London, bro.
I don't love it. It's just like my boy said last episode. It's just a place to be. It's just a place to be. If you want to do something, you can do something there, innit?
Yeah.
So it's the 4th of August, your show.
Yeah, 4th of August, and I'm doing another night, same place, 5th of August. So it's going to be as part of the Camden Fringe Festival. And yeah, so 4th of August at Ace of the Eights Bar in Kentish Town.
Hey,
and the next one is literally the day after, the 5th of August at Kentish Town, Ace of the Eights Bar.
Yeah. You're busy today. Busy this month and next month.
Yo, next month I'm going to be busy. I'm going to Edinburgh like the week afterwards.
Oh, swear. Yo, that's what you love to hear. Yeah. Our friends and family being busy, doing their thing, and having, man, you know, doing the passion. And like, I could tell that's what you wanted to do. Like, as soon as I saw the video, I was like, yeah, this guy loves what he's doing. This guy loves what he's doing.
I love it, man.
So let's start off with the beginning. I love to go back to the beginning.
Yeah,
so
rewind time.
Did you always want to be a comedian? Like, was it something that came easy for you? Were you like the stereotypical class clown and, you know, teachers was always sending you out because, you know, you're making fun of them?
Come here now! Come here now! Get out! Keep running around this street. Go, 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 go!
Or what was it like? What made you become?
I was actually not a class clown, believe it.
Swear, okay.
No, I wasn't. I don't know how I could describe myself. Like, it was a bit mad in school, you know. I would get into fights here and there, and you know,
everyone gets those days.
Yeah, I had one at least once a year.
Once a year?
Yeah, well, at least one once a year.
Nah, mine was like once every 5 years. Like, it's one of them. I never got into fights because everyone just knew, yo, don't mess with this guy.
Oh, scary! Oh, shiver my timbers! Shut up, man!
If you like, people just used to test me, and then when I would react, that's when everyone's like, "Yo, chill, don't set up the nuclear bomb." And it's like,
no, I was just like, I was silly, but like, people thought like, oh, he's silly, like I could just take it, and then it's like, you know, it's like, oh, this guy's strong.
Let's not mess with him. Exactly. Yeah. So, what clicked in your head and was like, I want to be a comedian?
Well, to be honest, at first I wanted to be a basketball player, innit?
Oh, like, swear.
I was into basketball. That was like the only sport I was good at.
Yeah, I swear basketball would just be taking our brothers, bro. Yeah. First love, second love was basketball.
Yeah, that's like, I love basketball, innit? So like, that was like a passion of mine for like, from when I was 12 to even when I was like 17.
Oh, swear. So,
yeah.
And you're 25 now?
Yeah, I'm 25 now, innit? So it's like, yeah, for like a good 5 years, that was a goal I was working on, even though I wasn't great. I wasn't great at it, I ain't gonna lie. I was like, you know, like, when it came to the learning how the plays, like, you know.
Yeah, it's
that was confusing.
Bare tactics. I'm not gonna lie, when they whipped out the board and they put circles and dashes and X's and dots, you cut here, back pick, got cut to the basket, I'm like, okay, slow down.
Yeah, like I can play like, you know, like one-on-one, but team baseball I'm terrible at. So it's just like, you know what, maybe this ain't for me. So, and also I fucked up my ankle. So
Yeah.
there's that as well.
Same. I fucked up my ankle as well. Like, I'm still recovering. Like, everyone knows I'm still working on this ankle. Like, the rehab is serious.
No, like, for real. I was like, 17 in Turkey, right? And I was just practicing on my ones, innit? So, like, you know, just working on my shot for the next season. Hopefully, tryouts are happening. So, like, okay, there's a team here. Well, let's see if I can, like, you know, join it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I just grabbed a rebound and next thing you know, I just felt something in my ankle. I was like,
So you didn't land on like someone's foot or anything?
I wasn't by myself, so I don't know. I was like, yo, how was my ankle fucking up?
Yeah.
Just walking, just limping away, and I'm just like, I'm in holiday in Turkey with my uncle in it, so it's just like, yo, this ain't right. Like,
Yeah. Did you get help? Like,
no, it wasn't like, oh my god, I'm in pain, but it's like, yeah, this ain't right. Like, just something wasn't right with it. It's like, so it's like a proper sprain in it, so it's like I didn't not know how to like deal with injuries.
Yeah, I'm guessing was that like one of your first few injuries ever?
Yeah, that was not my first injury ever. So I was like, wait, how am I supposed to recover from this?
Literally, me and you are caught from the same cough. I was like, how? I don't. They obviously show you.
No one
stuff.
tells you like
they'll show you stuff, but they don't explain how in depth you have to be and how consistent you have to be, or else it's just gonna stay basically the same.
Yeah, it's just like it won't get better or it gets better on its own, but it's like it ain't the same.
It ain't the same. It ain't the same. You're not feeling confident going to the backboard or anything like that.
Nah. It was literally like, okay, alright, so I'll just rest on it. Okay, cool. And it's like, okay, I'm just gonna eat whatever. It's like, no, you have to eat vegetables and all that shit. It's like,
yeah, massage, therapies, exercising.
Yeah. My family we're not a sport. We're a sporting family, but not like that, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, I got some sport, like I'm related to Kelly Holmes, innit, the runner. So.
Oh, swear! That came out of nowhere. I was not expecting that. Is she like a first cousin or?
It's very distant.
Very
distant.
Long
like,
off in a distant future.
Like, my I think her dad and my granddad were cousins or something. But the thing is, she's not cool. Apparently, she's not cool with her dad, innit? So we never met.
Yeah. Wait, so if Kelly Holmes is ever listening, you got a cousin here waiting for you to come through. Micah, she's here.
Yeah, she ain't.
Just pick up the phone, Jackie.
Yeah, no.
I mean, you can follow him on Instagram. I'll put your stuff on it.
I follow her already.
I swear. So, that's peak. That's peak. Have you tried hitting her up saying, Kelly?
Yes, it did not work.
Oh, bless her.
How come you don't want me, man?
Nah. I'm pretty sure you'll make it, and then she'll see you and be like, hey,
yeah, by the time I make it, she's gonna be like, what, 60 something?
Yeah,
it's
true,
like, yo,
true.
that's my mom's age, fam.
So you sprained your ankle, and was it then that's when you started picking up comedy, or?
Well, I've always liked comedy, innit? So it's like, I remember when I was, either 13 or 14, like, somewhere around that line, it's like, this is where Kevin Hart was like blowing up.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know.
Kevin Hart was, like, for me, Kevin Hart was the one, because obviously we're 25. That's the guy for our age. Yeah, some people is like Eddie Murphy, Chris Rock, Dave Chappelle, and some other people. But Kevin Hart was definitely ours.
My sister's actually, I did not know where we were going in it. She said, yeah, come with us, Michael. We're taking you this place. It's like, okay, we're going O2 in it. And yeah, we're going to see Kevin Hart. And I was just like,
wow.
I was like,
shout
okay.
to
And I ain't going to lie. I didn't care.
You didn't care? What do you mean you didn't care?
I didn't care because, like, you know, he was all doing rom-coms and shit. I was just like, I don't watch that shit.
So you didn't understand that he's not just a romantic comedian?
Yes, I did not understand that. And then he's there talking about, you know, Deborah. And I'm like, yo, that's funny.
Shout out to Debbie.
No, Deborah. So basically, that's an old joke that he used to do. Basically, about how he was trying to lie to his wife. He's lost in his way. Oh, I just hit this dare and the zebra. You know,
Deborah. Okay, I get it. Okay. So that was the first.
That was like the first ever stand-up comedy show. But there was like an earlier one. Like, I don't know how, but my school, they booked in a comedian called, I think his name was Charlie Brown.
Charlie Brown?
Yeah.
Sounds like a singer.
yeah. I don't know how they did this, but they said he was like a little kiddie comedian in it, and he was just like talking about how, because he was Nigerian, and he was talking about how, his upbringing and everything. Mm-hmm. And he was like, when he got sent to Nigeria, because he was being rude, but when he came down, his dad went to collect him from the plane. And he was all wearing, you know, New Era hats. His trousers were sagging and shit.
Oh, so people thought...
Like, yeah, what's up, blood? What's up, blood? And then his dad said, go back.
No, we're not having this here. No. Go back home. Wow. Nah, in Nigeria, if you're wearing new age stuff, you're definitely a target. Because I'm Nigerian. I'm Nigerian. Yeah. So... literally, when the advice is whenever you're going back home is to dress down. Don't bring your Jordans. Don't bring your flashy
that's the same
Rolexes.
That's the same with Jamaica.
Yeah. It's one of them, you just know the things to do and don't.
Do not come home. Do not go back with nice...
flaunting your... dude, it's just flaunting your wealth. It's just... I'm not that type of guy anyways.
Yeah, I'm not even flashy like that. I just had a pair of Pumas on in Jamaica and one brother just saw me. It's like, yes, brother, come
through. Drop them.
Not even that. It was like, yo, you got any money? And like,
no, I'm not even rich like that. I'm just as far as you.
Because he just heard that bit of the accent. He was like, money. Like,
true, that's how it'd be. As soon as you hear the British accent.
I was just like, fuck it, here's $1,000. Like, literally. And just so you know, Jamaican $1,000 is like none.
Nothing.
It's like, well, it's like five. It's like a $5. Like $1,000 over there, it's like a $5 to us. So, you know,
wow.
If you give
could they get a lot though with that money in Jamaica? Oh, wow.
It's literally treated like £5.
Wow. Yeah, that's crazy.
Like when people say, $1,000, like remember this one kid like in school, you know how it was in school, you know, Jamaicans versus Africans, all that shit.
Yeah,
this one brother was just like, if I go to Jamaica with 1p, I'll be the richest man there. And I'm like, no.
It doesn't work. Conversions don't work like that. It doesn't work like that.
He's probably in jail now. I don't know.
Not with them math skills. So you went to the Kevin Hart show.
Yeah.
And would you say that's really what inspired you and took you to the next level?
That was like my eye opener to it. Like I was like, okay, so he's not just, as you said, he's not just this actor in corny rom-coms. He's like, he does, like, you know, stand up, which I think, that's pretty lit. And like it was just like, this is actually, I was just busting up and everything. And the thing was, I was in like the high cheap seats, you know,
the really high ones where you can just, and he's short as well. Yeah, so it's not like he's a tall youth. The guy's tiny.
Yeah, so I'm like seeing like, so squinting and everything, innit? So I was like, and I'm trying to hold back. If I laugh too hard, I might fall forward.
Because that's the thing. Being on stage, you need to, especially if you're a small person, you need to carry a presence. Yeah. Your voice needs to be louder than, you know, anything else in there. So I'm guessing that's probably one of the things that you were like, you don't have to be big. You can be who you are and you can express yourself that way.
That was like my first time. Again, that was like my first time seeing live comedy for the first time. And I was like, this is amazing. Nah, I'm going to keep this in mind. I'm just putting in the back pocket, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then fast forward, I'm in college now. I'm doing a media course, like media production course. So, you know, like shooting, like using the camera, you know, editing and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, going into second year now, and I'm like, this ain't fun.
Okay, fair enough.
This ain't fun. And what I was doing, I found myself like watching stand-up comedy while I was supposed to be doing my work. So I could multitask in it. So I'll do my work, and then I'll have like, you know, my headphones in. And then people just be like, what are you laughing at? It's like, don't worry.
Don't worry about that.
So like, I remember I was watching, this is where I found out about Dave Chappelle, innit?
Dave Chappelle's the GOAT for me.
Yes, he is the GOAT. I don't care what anyone says, that is the GOAT. If you don't like him, I understand why you don't like him, but still, he is the GOAT. You gotta give him props for it.
Yeah. I mean, even though he's getting cancelled everywhere, he's still not getting cancelled at the same time. Like, he's still getting more money.
This is how I see it, you know, like, did you watch wrestling growing up?
Yeah, wrestling. Cool. Yeah, WWE.
Remember Chris Benoit?
Yeah.
Okay. People will say like, what he did was wrong, but you cannot like take away from his skill set. And it's like, okay, but he's still a murderer.
Yeah, still a murderer. Yeah. I'm pretty sure he offed himself as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's like,
that was a tragic. Yeah,
that's
when that happened.
That was like, that was tragic and all that thing. So I'm like, if you can like, you can see past, from people in the wrestling community, they can see past what he did, which I think is mad. But like,
and appreciate his, you know, skill set.
Yeah, you can still appreciate his skill set. So like, you may not like what he says, but he's still the GOAT.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There's still, and with comedy, I feel like, especially nowadays, you can focus your comedy on a specific group of people or talking on specific topics, and that core audience will love it. But then, for example, you get a viral clip and it goes mainstream, and then that's when you get all the mainstream people having their own opinions when they don't really understand who you are.
A lot of people, I see a lot of people, they don't really like think. Like even when Dave Chappelle, when he was attacked recently, right?
No. We'll get into that later. Don't worry. Okay, I've got that in mind for sure. The viewers know.
But yeah, as you said, sometimes people don't know, and then they actually look stupid when they go like, it's like, he meant this, right? And it's like, oh.
So what did your family say when you decided?
You know what's crazy? This is actually mad. So the moment I told my dad I was doing stand up, right? No, but at this point I was like, 18? I was just practicing it. I wasn't actually going full ham. I was just like, let me just practice this, let me just do a couple of spots here and there. I did one gig, say like I did like my first year of actual stand up, I was 18 and I did like 5 gigs, which is shit.
For that whole year?
Yeah, if you do stand up, right, and you only do 5 gigs for the whole year, that's terrible.
Know your fucking place, trash.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so
I'm guessing it's that the more you get yourself out there, the better you be.
Yeah, it's like practice makes perfect, isn't it?
Yeah,
so
exactly.
It's like, I did 5 gigs in that whole year, and I was like, and then my dad was in hospital, innit? So
sorry to hear that.
No. He's cool now, innit? But like, he was in hospital, and we were just like chatting, innit? Just talking. And he says, so what are you doing? He's like, yo, what are you doing with yourself, innit? It's like, I know you don't do basketball anymore. Like, what do you do? Anything? What hobbies do you do? I said, well, you know that comedy place in Greenwich, innit? Yeah, I've been going there a couple of times. And he was like, wait, the Creek? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, oh, okay. So you do stand up? And I was like, yeah, getting into it.
So.
Yeah, so I'm getting into it. And it's like, okay, cool. And because like my dad, like we when we were younger, we used to watch My Wife and Kids a lot. And he used to love the Waynes, he used to love Bernie Mac and all them man in it. So it's like, he was like, okay, cool. I'm kind of see where you're going with this. Hopefully, I wish you the best.
Yeah, that's
he was actually happy with it.
That's good.
Which I was surprised by. I was like,
yeah, that's the thing. Because obviously at that age, you probably think that they've got a plan for you, and you don't want to disappoint. No one wants to disappoint their parents.
Yeah, man. And the thing is, right, like he knew I wasn't making the league.
You ain't getting drafted anytime soon.
You just put that dream away. And the thing is, he also knew that I wasn't going uni because my grades wasn't up to that. So you're just like, yo, what you doing with yourself, innit? So I was like, well, I'm thinking of doing this comedy thing. And he's like, okay. He said like, I see your potential, innit? So
that's good. That's
like,
good.
He was like, you make me laugh, so who knows?
Yeah, maybe you can make a lot of people laugh too.
Yeah.
But that's good that he shows support, because my dad shows support as well. Because I was thinking, he's not gonna like it. He's got this pathway for me. Yeah. But at the end of the day, you're a grown ass man, or you have to start making life decisions.
And he's seeing the work, so he can't even like.
Yeah,
he's seeing the work I'm putting in.
Because your dad and my dad could see our work on our Instagrams or on our YouTubes or go to a show and literally be like, oh, so this is what he's doing this time. He's not wasting his time. He's not playing on the Xbox again or watching Xbox or PlayStation, or he's not watching Naruto. That's what he used to call it, Naruto.
Ain't that what it's called?
It is called that, but the way he said it, wasn't correct, so I'm not even gonna try and repeat what he says.
I wake up every morning, pray to God that I'm fixing up. Hope I'm never slipping up. Hear the money calling, need my peace to start getting up. Feeling like I'm blessed, but it came with a bit of luck. Feeling like you stressed, then the tension starts to fill you up. Need an intermission, yeah, they ain't the same lane as us. Come from different sticks, yeah, they're not the same range as us. They cop the P's and top of T's, they're not hitting range with us. Keep a couple fairy